Hello, this is Firebreeder238, and I am back. So, you see by the thumbnail and probably from the description, you're probably thinking, what is this? But he's like, what if, this is another what if Deku has a Ryan quirk? And now you're just thinking, what the fuck is a Ryan, what the fuck is a Ryan quirk? Or you probably do know, but probably the time you don't, not sure which one sounds better or worse, but I'm just gonna say it, I'm just gonna think of it anyway, so. Basically in this one, Izuku will have his quirk will basically it'll be like a kind of reality alteration power or something like that, but in a form of writing. So it basically whatever Izuku writes will basically come to life. It's like I said, like a reality alteration kind of thing. So he can basically write anything he wants in the power and it's pretty much no problem. So he can basically write if Deku wanted to have basically a fire breathing a fire breathing like his father, then yeah, he could do that. Etc. So basically, Izuku will not have a terrible childhood, but not a good one either. It's kind of mix and match kind of thing. So basically in this one, basically Izuku is the brother of Izumi. As you can see from the next picture, yes, C2 is going to be the appearance of Izuku's sister, and their parents are also obviously Inko, and Alma is going to be the stepfather. Now, of course Inko and Alma are not going to be the best parents, at least to Izuku's case, but but it should be fine anyway. So they go to the quirk doctor. They go to the quirk doctor and see what Izuku and Izumi's quirks are, and the doctors told them that Izumi's quirk is a strong telekinesis quirk, and made Prince Inko very happy. While we get to Izuku's turn, it's it seems that young Izuku here seems to be strong writing quirk. And pretty right when they said that, Inko's her face is kind of disgusted because the fact that she really just wanted a powerful child and one powerful children, not someone weak. So pretty she leaves with Zumi, and Izuku was gonna leave, but the doctor stopped him and actually told him more continue about this quirk, and the doctor told him since your parents don't, since it's better I told you this, your writing quirk is extremely powerful, reality alteration, I would say multiversal level power. You have the power to basically bend the universe, bend whatever you want, wherever you write. So if you roll yourself having a better quirk, then you can actually have any quirk, you can basically do anything. And basically, Izuku is actually surprised and smiled about this, but the doctor also told him to keep it a secret because the fact that this also makes it extremely dangerous for people to find out. So Izuku did his promise to tell him not to, just didn't tell anyone about his. He'll tell anyone about his quirk. His parents, he didn't tell the full extent of his quirk. It's they only told him he'll to write things, and they think his writing quirk is probably kind of similar to Levy's quirk, which basically he is strong, but not as strong as the others. So they call him weak. But Izuku does end up Izuku he doesn't admire his heroes as much as he used to. Izuku will become a hero, while Izuku will just want to be he doesn't really care. He doesn't he just really he just sees heroes as I would say I'm sorry for saying that, but they're kind of like pawns, basically pawns of the government game, basically that kind of thing. So Izuku basically just for about years Izumi, yeah, the two Bakugos and two Torokis, Katsuki, Kasumi, Shoto, and I'm gonna say Sakura. Yes, I'm using Sakura name, not Sakura from Naruto. Anyway, so they all bullied him, along with Oraka and Momo. So they all bullied him, saying that his quirk is weak, that he'll never be led up to anything. But during the years, his parents are so neglected of his powers, but they don't know what's actually happening around them. Izuku is literally not only the most powerful being on the planet because of his power, but also the most richest. he has his own private like account file. Like he created like an intelligence, a super intelligence corp, made him the most smartest man on the planet, made him more smart than Nezu. Um, he basically the most richest because the fact that he has two reasons he made you rich because one half of it because he duplicate money, and no one would actually doubt that, and the other half is like he has his own company, a support company, like and make technology more better than anything like this world ever seen. So anyway, so and when it gets to like the end of middle school, when everyone remember talking about being a hero, like obviously Izumi, the Bakugos, and Torogis, Momo, and Uraga all say they're gonna all go the way to become heroes. And Izuku actually, he really just like he doesn't like he just pretty much like gonna try to go to another school that's not UA because he doesn't really support like he doesn't like highly support heroes like he mostly just sees like heroes already as pawns like just between pawns and weapons that need to be controlled, that kind of thing. Because the fact that he actually starts seeing heroes for not what they do, what they don't do, like the negative feedback to what they do. And Izuku basically like he will have somewhat of a like not truly villainous kind of personality, but like he will have like a perverted, not perverted. I would say perverted because of his power, now. Anyway, so Izuku will basically will go to another random school, pretty much completely leaving. So like, and of course, like obviously the bullies, of course, gonna try to talk to Deku, so I feel like you that nerd, no one will care about what you want. Like you're not gonna be such unnecessary. Like you have a weak ass quirk. And Izuku just doesn't care. Like he just really doesn't care about any of them. It's like he just ready to see and like they call you useless and ready to call them by nothing. He just say like you got nothing more but government. You're about to be nothing more but government pawns. And pretty much after that, Izuku just left. Like he just leaves, goes to his like he doesn't go back to the actual the Yori house. He actually just goes to his actual house, like his real house, his mansion, literally. Like he has a couple of mansions in his name. Like I said, he's rich as hell. Like he's rich as hell, powerful as hell. Like he can really do anything he wants with this quirk. So, and what is happening? Izumi goes home, like go home, try to see, like try to maybe able to be able, like since she got home before her parents did, she gonna try to bully Izuku more. When she get to her room, get to where she believes his room is, it was completely abandoned. Like she opened the door and boom, everything's gone. Like everything in his room is completely gone. He was like it's almost like it was like dust everywhere. It was like he wasn't even living there at all. And when Inko and All Might, Inko and Toshi, I'm gonna say Toshi now, because better say Toshi than All Might. But like Inko and Toshi comes home, and Izumi just goes on to say like, where's Big Brother? And they think like they get confused because they think that he was home already, but they actually go. Then she took them to his room and see everything is gone, and like how much dust was in his room was like close to a couple. Nah, I won't say couple. Like, nah, that's even worse. I'm gonna say like at least 2 years of dust. So like no, not 2 years. I'm gonna say he left the house about 12 and he had been living on his own for 4 years. So pretty he's 16 now. So that's how old he is. And the picture in the middle, that's gonna be our Izuku right now. So they go to his room. They see 4 years of dust. Like, no one like Inko and All Might doesn't even know it. Like pretty like when he does come home, like when he does like to make sure they don't suspect anything, he comes home, like comes to the house at like a regular, like he goes there, like but like he actually already gone. So like, he sneaks out the window, go back to his home, and pretend like he actually been there. So pretty like it's basically just trying to get out of there. So he's already so once they see that they try to figure what the hell happened, and they actually contacted like some of the pro heroes as well as the UA High. So like Nezu, like Nezu was called, Ozawa was called, Endeavor. The Todoroki's Endeavor. Yeah, they were called. Gradually were called. Yeah, a few more. Yeah, so like they go to the tower, they see it, and they actually examine like the room. They actually like, oh my. Apparently from like we're gonna say like Nezu was smart to know that like how long this room been empty, but how much does it in here like, oh my, it seems from how much dust is here, you're still have been living in this room for the past 4 years, and that actually shocked both All Might and Inko, as well as Zumi, since they've been seeing his son like they someone like neglected noise, but they actually seen him walk away like in and out, or like walk past like when he comes home, but they never see him like leave out the house, and like of course, like the only people who really acknowledge Izuku, really in this case, when it comes to heroes, like Gran Torino, Ozawa, and Endeavor. Now, of course, like Endeavor is like he's cooler now. Like he's not the abusive son, but like he's not abusive that much anymore. Like he's like I don't know. Like he used to see someone abuse. Like he's still one of them, like uh, Shoto and Sakura to be better than All Might. But anyway, so when they heard like he been like they said like Izumi was like that's impossible. Like Ingo's response like that's impossible. We didn't see him go in the house like every day. But when then they asked him like, and as I always said, have you ever seen him leave? That's when they immediately clicked. Like, they never like once noticed that Izumi ever leaves the house. And for like the last time they actually see him ever leave the house was 4 years ago. But that was the last time people saw Izuku leave out the house. So, of course, like, obviously, Gran Trio was pissed. And then they looked for any kind of relation to Izuku, and they actually found more information about Izuku than even Inko, Toshi, even Zumi knew. The fact that they found out Izuku's other life. The fact that, one, he's the most richest man on the planet. He's more powerful as hell. Like he's been making the gear for the police as well as some pro heroes. Like some of the pro heroes don't know Izuku's name because he actually switched his name. Like he's like from his fairy name, he's like Izuku Yagi. I don't know how to say Yagi, but like his alternate name is like Izumu. So pretty like people want that like or Zuma. We're gonna say Zuma would be his alternate name. So like, and his hair would actually be a lot darker than his regular, so people would not recognize him. So, so they see like everything he's done. Like he has more money than anyone ever seen before. Like he's like, and like, of course, Ozawa is like trying to feel like how can it be like they just show like Inko is like shocked and most and also pissed because like he's like how the hell is it impossible? Like that brat had this, like a week out to writing Quirk, and that phrase just pissed off Ozawa and Gran Torino. Like, wait, like, and they actually looked into Izuku's Quirk file, trying to see how powerful Izuku's Quirk really was, and they actually see that his power rating is like I said, if I said it right, it was like reality alteration level, and literally just like show like they actually explain like what Izuku's power is. So like they explain to him. So like they say like how can he have to like it's always response like how the hell they have a weak power and his power can literally alter reality to its will. And basically they he's going to say like he's going to say what? Basically in Nether just out loud said like what Izuku's quirk is. Izuku, like he said, it seems like young Izuku's quirk is the ability to make whatever he writes come to reality. He can make himself extremely powerful, and make himself so basically everything about his altered personality came from what he did with his quirk. So he's really the most powerful man on the planet because of it. And like basically they regret it. Like basically obviously they regret like basically the entire Yogi family was basically regretting what they did. Like basically they want to know where Izuku is now, but like they don't know where to look since they never tried. They never acknowledged Izuku's being there. So, um, anyway, but we're gonna go straight back to Izuku. So Izuku is in mansion, and literally his mansion with basically about 10 rooms, no, 12 rooms, and one of them is his master bedroom was basically gonna be his, and he had a mansion, had a few maids, and no, waitress. I don't know. I was gonna say maids anyway. So that, but he feel like lonely. Like he doesn't have any real people to really see like other people. So he ended up gonna try to at least go to beyond the limitation of his initial quirk. So he decides to start writing. Like he wants to see how far he really gone. So he wrote his first writing would be like as a person, like try to find. Like he wants to write like an actual character he can actually bring to life, or two in this case, and he ended up writing the two women he wrote will be keep forgetting we're gonna say Urza Scarlet and Mary Jane. Those two are going to be the two for people he'll pretty much like he'll summon through his writing quirk. And basically he can actually make them their personality to wherever he wants them to be. It's like he's some like they will have like the same their personality will be the same. It's just the fact that they'll be in like they'll develop like its crush on Izuku, it will start growing as time goes on. So like basically like those two they will be in love with Izuku. So and like I said, it will be a harem quirk. So like everyone was like obviously Ochako and Momo were gonna be the one they need forgiveness by Izuku, but everyone will get like an easier chance. Either that or they'll probably get mind control to be in love with him. Anyway, so Izuku will after summoning Mira Jane and Urza, he basically like they're living so they have like they'll be going to UA instead. Like they're becoming like he wants them to become pro heroes, at least have more experience since they are strong. They'll be the strongest of all of them. So they'll be going to UA. He'll be going like still keep it coming and checked, and Izuku will continue like doing what he does. So once the UA is in started, like obviously Mira Jane and Urza both aced it. But like the hero trying to like since Izuku also forgot to like give them like identities or profiles since they're not in the system. So the hero try to like want to know who are they. And there are some members of Class 1A who there's some members from the cans who saw them. Like they would start like I'll say after the exam was over, like All Might along with Ozawa and All Might, Inko, Nezu, Ozawa, and Midnight, Cementus, and whatever will basically stop Urza and Mildred trying to figure out who they are. Like young Scarlet and young keep forgetting it. Scrap. I don't know how I say her name, but like it seems that your name not on our list. So who are you really? And like one of the they're about to respond. Like one of the students like sees them and shout like, "That's impossible! Like that's Urza Scarlet and Mary Jane from the fairy tale." And literally, one is like, and another student responds saying like, "That's impossible! They're from a fictional world, idiot." No, they said no. That's definitely them. They're the only one that has that power they show me. Requip and Devil Trap. I keep forgetting her name. Satan Soul, basically a Terror, but like, and Azawa, of course, everybody heard this, but Azawa was the one, of course, that took his phone out to try to see see for himself. As he sees their, like, he looks for Fairy Tail, look for Earth, Sky, and Mary Jane, and he finds them, and like he shows them the picture, to the other, and he, I just surprised that the two characters from a fictional world is right in front of them, and that's when Nezu's just eyes widened, and he just looked like, and basically the first time in his life he dropped his cup. Oh god! But anyway, like, according to this shot, like, the cheated because that no one had to get Nezu to really drop his cup ever. So like what, like, Prisoner Nezu, what's wrong? Like, there's only one way how these two came here. And Inko asks, like, how? Your son. Your son is the only one powerful enough that can do something like this. Since his power has the power to alter reality, he can bring people to life here. And basically that shocked, again, everybody. The fact that now they're getting more information, is more extent to Izuku's power. So, now they gotta do everything to find out where Izuku is now. Okay, because he can bring people to life like this. He can turn the tide of the war. Like, he's most powerful. He's rich as hell, powerful as hell, and able to bring powerful people like this. Oh, he's the game changer. They have now, of course, the villains. Like, the villains don't know about this much. They know exactly that about how powerful Izuku's quirk is. They know exactly that, like, basically, like, when, like, all of them get wind of this somehow, and like, this quirk sound is really useful. I must find this boy and bring it to my side. If I can't convince him, I shall take his quirk for myself. Anyway, that's be it. Okay, I'll wait for part 2. Goodbye.